James, you've crafted some of the most cinematic television of recent years, and Kit, you've starred in some incredibly high-end television. I just wondered, how different is this experience of making something for the big screen? Now television is also so cinematic, and we're told it's now merging. Is it much of a different experience from both a directing and an acting point of view?
Well, the shoot, surprisingly, I mean, one of the big changes, I mean, the shoot itself is pragmatically kind of quite similar to television. I mean, you've got not a lot more time, you know, the money, you have to expand the scale to a cinematic vision, so everything feels very tight. I think where it feels very different to television is the amount of care, the amount of time you have to lavish the care before you start filming. You know, as a director, you come on board 18 months. I mean, you know, you're not in prep for 18 months, but you're sort of working with the script, with the writer, with the producer, quite a long time before you shoot. So it's really in my bones by the time I film. And also at the end, after the shoot, where the editing as well is incredibly detailed and incredibly examined. So it's absolutely at the top of its optimum power. Whereas in television, again, the sort of the schedule dictates, the budget dictates that you sort of, at some point, you have to draw a line and move on. One of the things I loved, one of the great thrills for me, was actually when the monitor was put up on the first day of the shoot, and it had that cinematic big rectangle. And I was like, oh my God, I'm really doing the real thing. I mean, it was really exciting. I was really over the moon about that. So those things are always very exciting as a film director.
Yeah, I think budget for TV has gone up so much in recent years that as far as walking onto a set, there isn't a huge difference that I've noticed working on a TV show with a very large budget. The only difference for me being is that from character development, especially in this movie, you have to tell a lot about who the character is in a much shorter space of time. You don't have the luxury of 10 episodes and maybe however many seasons to kind of, it's about get your character across and who it is and the important things you want to say without the luxury of time, and I think that's the difference for me.